Okay, it is 1 a.m. and I am no YouTuber, but recently I have been wanting to post something and get into YouTube because we can say because of this man I was talking to, and he has a YouTube channel. And you know what? I saw the way that he was able to put himself out there, and it was chill. And I am like, I wish I had that because I was younger and I definitely did. And I just had such an inner critic that I just stopped posting shit and not even trying. And then I'm like, imagine if I would have continued posting from when I was younger and where I would be at now versus me still having this thought like, I wish I could do that. And you know what? I think I make it into this bigger thing, like it needs to be for profit or something. But you know what? Right now, I want to make videos and I want to talk about random shit and I want to post on the internet and I want to be that person that someone can check in with, not in terms of them checking in with me, but like have someone that they relate to on specific issues, because I definitely use YouTube and other forms of social media as a way to, I don't know, find my people, like figure out what I'm doing and like understand that there's people that are going through similar situations that I am. And I don't know, I just use it as a sense of community and I think that it is a nice thing to have. And I love watching these videos about other people and what they're experiencing and how their emotions are, because quite honestly, I can't come from a perspective of giving someone advice, because what I want to talk about and what I want to embody in this channel is just like figuring yourself out and figuring out what you want and figuring out life. Like, I'm in my 20s. It is so funny because when I was younger, I used to think that 20-year-olds had their shit figured out. Like, my, I just came to realization too, my biggest, like, my biggest goal growing up was just to get outside of my house. Like, I was like, I don't care what it takes. I'm gonna get outside of this house. Like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my own apartment, to get, at that point, I didn't care about roommates. Like, I was like, I don't care what it is, I'm gonna do it. And now I'm here in my own apartment and I absolutely love it. Yes, that was a beautiful goal of mine that I definitely have achieved. And I love my apartment. I love my own space. I love my own environment. And like, I just think it's amazing. Like, I did that. But now I'm here and I don't know. I'm very satisfied, but also at the same time I want more in terms of like figuring out life. Like, I think that my goal was to get here, so much so that I was not able to focus on other aspects such as like careers or relationships or friendship or even just like having fun. And I mean, all those things are obviously incorporated. Like, yes, I have fun. Yes, I go out. Yes, I have cultivated relationships. But it's just like, and career wise, I'm like doing what I need to do to pay the bills. Like, I don't know. In my family, I come from a family that everyone's just working class. So I've never seen like someone successfully make a large amount of money and money not be a struggle thing. Like, I've always experienced money as a struggle point in my personal life. And I'm not saying that people around me were bad with money, because I think my mom was amazing with money and I'm pretty good with money, but I'm good with the amount of money that I do have. So I've just never experienced just having a large amount of money. And I'm not saying like I need to be rich, but I'm just saying like being middle class honestly sounds appealing. And that's all I have to say. And I don't think when I was younger, I was used to coming from a place, I was just used to being poor. That's it. And I don't think that in my head, my main focus was getting outside the house. My main focus was not to be rich.
I think it's funny that for middle class, I refer to them as rich, when in reality, middle class is not exactly rich, but it is all perspective from where you came from and what you see and stuff. Like, higher class could think that middle class is poor. So, I don't know, I thought that was interesting because middle class is most definitely not rich, but I definitely use that term, and it was definitely ingrained in my head that that's what they are.
And I think that when I thought I was gonna get out of the house, like, for some reason it was gonna be easier and like, okay, I got this figured out. I'm gonna be fine. But no, like, these jobs that you're working 9 to 5, I mean, some of them amazing, but like, you most likely have to have like a college degree, and not even that, just, I don't know, like, prioritize your job at some point. And I just have not had that point in my life. And I think I'm kind of at that point. I'm at that point where I want to start prioritizing my serious life, because, and the thing is, I don't think I was not prioritizing before. I think I was just prioritizing my independence before, but now I want to prioritize it in a different way. And not even my independence, because I was in such like a fuck people, I don't need people, like, energy. And I did push a lot of people away, and I probably said some stuff like a way I probably shouldn't have said some stuff. But I'm back to wanting to accept people and love people. And I mean, I've always accepted people. And the thing is, when I say mean, I don't think I was really mean. Like, I think in my head, I think I was really mean, but that was me learning how to set boundaries and learning how to, yeah, really set boundaries. And I never had a good example of that growing up. I have always watched people like say how they feel uncomfortable and have other people like push back and guilt trip. But I don't want that in my life. I want solid boundaries. I want people that respect what I say, and I don't want to have to repeat myself multiple times. And as someone that was a previous like people pleaser, that is such a difficult thing to do, because you want to please people. You want people to like you, but not everyone's gonna like you. And that is something I had to sit with. Cause, like, what? What do you mean that everyone's gonna like me? Like, I am amazing. What do you mean? But that doesn't matter, because guess what? I'm amazing and I don't like people. And the next person is amazing and they don't like people. Like, it's just life. You click with some people and you don't click with some people. You love some people and you really just know those people aren't for you. Some people, not the same people that you love. But it's just finding your people. That, I think, never clicked for me. I just wanted people to like me, and I don't really crave for to be liked anymore. It's like, because the thing is, I don't know what switched my brain, but before it was like, do they like me? Do they like me? And now I can step back and be like, do I like them? Do I want to be around them? And when you do that, you can focus on relationships that you have, relationships that you want. And honestly, it really doesn't matter if they like you or not. Because, okay, say you like them and they don't like you. Okay, now it's their job to make that clear. And once they make that clear, since you have the same energy about, oh, I like this person, I don't like this person, you're going to understand, okay, it's time for me to walk away. Because when I don't like someone and I don't like their energy and I make that clear, why would I want them sticking around? And why would they want to stick around? And I don't want to be in those environments anymore. If I can tell someone is clearly irritated about my personality, about how I present myself, about my authenticity, about how loud I am, or about my humor, about the music I listen to, my hobbies, like all of these things that build up to become me, if they just are like, have that side eye energy, I cannot do it anymore. Like, growing up, I was the butt of the joke. And I mean, not always. I mean, for sure, not always, but I was always like so kind that I like, if someone was making fun of me, instead of me being like, what the fuck, I would laugh. And that's the truth. And I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to be a decisive person that enjoys my environment and that has the ability to spend the money on whatever the fuck I want to spend my money on. I'm so sick of choosing this or that. And that is kind of where I'm at today. And I had a situation at work today that really irritated me, and it just, these managers aren't taking me serious. And it was such a minuscule thing, but it was the fact I had to deal with 4 different managers, 4 of them throughout my day, and only one of them really came up to me in a respectful manner, and I felt respected what I had going on, like me as a person type. Like, I feel like the other people were on a power trip, and I ended up leaving. The last interaction I had sent me over the edge because if I did not leave, I was going to cuss someone out. And the situation was that someone above someone told me to do a task, which was already the 3rd task I got. They kept switching me around all day. And she asked me to respectfully change, and that was fine. But I was irritated about it, and I expressed that to a different manager. They didn't take me serious. I'm fed up at this point. I'm doing the stupid task the other manager told me to. And another manager comes up to me and wants me to do another task. And it's just these little things, like little tasks. I work in a warehouse, so it was from me turning off devices to cleaning a piece of equipment. And he came up to me and he's like, have you ever done this? I'm like, yes, I have. But first he's asking why I'm not doing my original job that I had been switched from. And that's also aggravating because I don't want to be switched from the other job, but I did, and I am, and my manager made me do that. So I'm going to continue doing the job that I am doing. And then he's like, no, I'm going to override that, but he's below the other person. Okay. No, I'm not. I just told you I'm not. I'm going to listen to the person that's above you. So he walkies the person that's above him. She agrees for me to do the job that he wants me to do. And he's like, yes. That is what put me over the edge, because I'm clearly irritated in the face, and when I feel something, my body, my face, everything just shows it. And I used to really hate that. Like, damn, I wish I could be secretive. And some days I do, but I'm starting to really just sit with that and be like, okay, that's who I am. I can't hide shit for shit, and that's just how I am. Like, why would I want to? Why would I want to change? Anyways, I'm irritated. And then he's like, Taylor, can you go do that? And I said, no, I'm going home. He's like, what, you don't like that job? I said, no, I'm going home. Like, I swear, if I let words come out of my mouth, they were not going to be polite. And he would have got the butt of everything from that day. And no, I'm just gonna lose my last hour of work and go home because you guys are having me doing bullshit jobs anyways. I'm not actually getting any packages to anywhere that they need to be. I'm doing stupid shit anyway, so why did you even need to switch my job? And the thing is, these people like messing with me because I am a very outwardly happy person, and I am one of those people that looks like I never have a care in the world. Like, everyone, I attract a lot of people too. A lot of people love having conversation with me, and I love having conversation with others. I will talk to anyone. I do not care, right? And I think people take my kindness for granted and act like I don't have a point. And that is what aggravates me, is that yes, I can be a very happy person, but at some point I am going to recognize I'm being disrespected and I am being pushed around, and I'm not going to be happy anymore. I am going to be bothered. And when I say that politely and you don't take me serious because I'm a happy person, that's what's gonna get me really aggravated. And then when I actually get aggravated, to say I didn't know it was that serious when I was polite, because the way I carry myself, I don't feel the need to yell. But the fact that I have to yell, or I have to come across in some aggressive manner for you to take me seriously, that is not okay. I should be taken seriously, even if I had a smile on my face and I'm saying, I'm really irritated about this. I should be taken seriously. If, like, in any emotional state that I'm saying I'm irritated about something, it shouldn't be taken as a joke. Like, or if I'm saying I am bothered that this is happening to me, I don't know why that's taken as a joke. And I just honestly want to be taken more seriously in my life. And in order to do that, you can't please everyone. I can't. And I would be in a million pieces if I tried, because by pleasing one person, you're going to disappoint another. The point is, I feel a pivot in my life. And I want my creative energy and videoing, pictures, whatever, social media, I want it to be part of my journey. And this makes me really anxious because I don't like being perceived. And this is another thing I am working on. I don't, yeah, this is really just has to go with people pleasing. I don't like when people just have strong opinions about me if they don't know me. It's like, what the fuck? But that is going to happen regardless, and that is what I need to tell myself. And that is why I feel like making these videos is nice, because I'm not coming from a perspective of, oh, I've been through that and you're gonna make it out. I'm in the perspective of, I'm here, I'm working through it, it's hard, and that's just what it is. And I don't think enough people say that. I don't think enough people express that. Like, getting where you want and what you want to do in life is not always going to be easy, and it shouldn't be hard as in the point of it's fighting back. I mean hard as in it's uncomfortable. I mean hard as in you have to put yourself in situations that maybe you wouldn't prefer. I'm not sure, but I'm figuring it out as I go. And I am so proud of where I'm at, and I'm so proud for me to point out this phone. I don't even know if I'm gonna edit this video or if I'm gonna like rewatch this and figure out what I actually want to post. I don't know, but all I know is I feel called to do this, and I feel it is something I want to do. Like, and it's really making me anxious because I don't actually want to post it, but I do. Like, and I'm getting chills. Like, I want to be fearless in this section of my life and improve it in the best way possible. And the only way to do that is by doing things that make me uncomfortable. And it makes me uncomfortable to post my vulnerable thoughts on YouTube, but honestly, it's not even like, these are things other people have experienced, gone through, whatever. So if I can help someone else out, and if I can make someone else feel less alone, I would love that, because I go to YouTube. I turn to YouTube for these different things, because sometimes you just don't have people to talk to about certain things, or you don't have people in your life that are in an area, that are in a spot that you want to be with a specific thing. So say I want to cultivate a healthy, loving relationship, but in my life, I don't see anyone with that. So why am I going to ask their advice on that? And obviously I can talk about specific things, but to be completely reliant on that, no, I'm gonna need some outside resources. And that is what I want to be for someone, an outside resource from someone that I say something and it clicks in their brain for them. And because there's people out there that are that for me, like, and I love that, and I want to be that. And I don't know, it's a beautiful thing. You know, social media has some really bad downs, but it has some beautiful moments and beautiful things up there too. And I just want to be part of that part. I don't know. This video is really random, and it's just me taking my first step. Yes, that's all I have today. Hope you'll have a beautiful night, a beautiful day. It is definitely like 1 or 2 a.m. where I'm at, because I just woke up, brushed my teeth, and decided to make this. For what reason, I don't know, but I feel called to, and that's what I'm doing.